So why would we not take shots in the summer? Why would we not? That doesn't make any sense, right?
When adversity came, I could have fell apart, but I chose instead to follow my heart. When adversity comes, I will never run, I will adjust, adapt, and overcome. Vision.
Woo! What's going on, everyone? Welcome to your one-stop shop for everything empowerment. I am your host, Tariq Williams, and not only I am Vision of Hope, but you know what it is. We are Vision of Hope, and let's get right into it. So, the title, How to Handle Goal Setting in Summer. Because it's summertime, it's starting to get warmer outside. If you live in Arizona, it's been hot for a little bit. Besides the point, it's summertime. And so when we talk about summer has this connotation of it's summer vacation, relax. So it's like, Tariq, why are you talking about goal setting in the summer when I'm trying to live my best life and relax and have fun, etc.? And so the thing about summer is that when we talk about high school, middle school, grade school, etc., we're talking about, okay, summer vacation, sure. And then college, you might have that summer vacation, or you might have internship, right? And so you're putting in the work in some form or fashion. And if you have an actual job, now we're just talking about you're still working, okay? And so you might try to find time to take a break during the summer at some point, but the fact is we're still putting in the work. But going back to the connotation, I'm not trying to necessarily apply pressure to what it is you feel like you have to do or want to do. There is someone working in some capacity somewhere, but with that connotation of relax, there still is a way to make sure that we are goal setting, and we're going to focus on that today. Now, when we talk about focusing on the first thing I want to talk about is clarity. Clarity, right? What does it mean to get clarity with your goals? Well, you got to put yourself in different situations that make you feel like you have more understanding of the person you are, but not only the person that you are, but the person you want to be. And the person who you thought you wanted to be 2 months ago, as you learn more about yourself, and that might have changed while you're trying to gain clarity. So that's a big part of recognizing what you want, what you don't want. And then aside from that, we start talking about now your strengths and your weaknesses. Because when it comes to your strengths and your weaknesses, you're learning more about who you are as an individual. And you say, okay, I have this strength, I can do X, Y, and Z, and I struggle and I have weaknesses with time management and I have weaknesses with organization. That's fine, but recognize that it's an opportunity, okay? An opportunity to gain clarity on what you need to focus on, to then understand your wants, your needs moving forward, and recognizing your strengths and making those weaknesses strengths in the process. Now, as we continue to gain clarity on the person who we are, if it's relaxing to gain clarity, if it's working and putting yourself in different social interactions to gain clarity with your relationships with different people, you're learning more about yourself in these different situations. Even in these different conversations you're going to have with different people, you're going to gain clarity on how you interact with your friends and family. So, a bunch of different ways to gain clarity. Now, as we move on from clarity and you start figuring out what clarity means for you, part of the reason why we're afraid to goal set or find clarity is because we have this fear of what's next. We have this fear of failure, right? Now, when we talk about the fear of failure, I'm going to combine that with the clarity and the fear of failure. I'm going to combine these two and then focus on failure in a moment. think of how you handle goal setting in the summer as a roadmap. Now, some of you may not know what a roadmap is, so to make sure that I am being as inclusive as possible, let's talk GPS. So, your GPS system will have different checkpoints in it, okay? As you go along your road, you might find different adversity, different struggle, different failures, but recognize that this doesn't affect what the destination is. Okay? If your destination is to drive from if your destination is to drive from Phoenix, Arizona to Los Angeles, California, that doesn't change. That's still the destination. But yet, you got to recognize that there's going to be different situations, different checkpoints along the way, and at some different points you're gonna have to get gas, or if you have an electrical vehicle you're gonna have to charge up. Needless to say, you're gonna have to recognize what those situations look like for you and moving forward, and being an individual that has clarity and also fight that fear of failure. And so when you start handling goal setting in a way that you are no longer worrying about your failures and you're getting clarity on the person who you are and who you want to be, then you can start putting all these different things together. And as you continue to move forward, now we start talking about accountability and timelines. As we gain clarity, we can't stay in that clarity state. We can't stay in that fear of failure state, because that is going to bring stagnance. And once we figure out those situations, then we got to be held accountable for the person that we want to be. So hold yourself accountable as your goal setting to make sure that you're going to get to where you want to be. And this is the perfect opportunity. We are visionofhope.com for coaching to recognize that we all have to have different partners. If it's family, friends, etc., coaching programs, figure out what it is you got to do for you, because you figured this out during clarity, okay? In terms of learning the person that you want to be, but this clarity, the fear of failure, all these things is a journey. And in order to understand the person that you want to be and who you are, it is a lifelong learning process. When we talk about being successful in your goal setting, successful people recognize the fact that once you're successful, it doesn't just stop there. Successful people recognize that they have to continue learning. Because once you believe that the learning is over, well then you just started declining and it's over and it's a wrap. Okay? You have now decreased in your knowledge base because technology and all these different things are continuing to expand as the world grows. So are you going to continue growing? The answer is yes, because you're watching this podcast right now and you're recognizing the fact that you're trying to figure out how to handle goal setting in the summer, and we're figuring out our clarity. We're figuring out the fear of failure no longer exists, and we're moving forward through that, and we're holding ourselves accountable, recognizing timelines so that we can move forward. Now, when we start having the discussion of goal setting and the individual we want to be, we often believe that the individuals who are successful, who have created goals in different points in time in their lives, we don't always recognize the adversity that they've gone through to be successful. I mean, in order to get to a specific goal or a journey to move forward, there are different obstacles that have been laid out for a bunch of different people as they go throughout their roadmap to be able to be the person that they wanted to be. You have to first understand that the person that you want to be is the person that you are. Let me repeat that again. The person who you want to be is the person that you are, because you believe that you can be that person you want to be. So now we're setting goals, not only in the winter, fall, spring, summer. It doesn't necessarily matter. Summer, once again, has that connotation of being that relaxing time, but we're continuing to goal set so that we can get a step ahead of all these different individuals. Michael Jordan always talks about the fact that he's missed 100% of the shots he didn't take. So why would we not take shots in the summer? Why would we not? That doesn't make any sense, right? If you actually want to achieve something, why would we not do that? So take a step back. Individuals don't often recognize that we have to take, sometimes when we're reflecting on the individual who we are and the goals that we have to take maybe a step or two back to be able to take 5 steps forward. Adjust, adapt, and overcome, reflect, hold yourself accountable, hold yourself to timelines. The fear of failure does not have to consume you. It will not take over your life. We're not trying to make things happen. We are making things happen as we gain clarity on the person you are. And with that, not only I am Vision of Hope, but we are Vision of Hope. Have a good one, everyone.
When adversity came, I could have fell apart, but I chose instead to follow my heart. When adversity comes, I will never run. I will adjust, adapt, and overcome. Vision.